Thank you, Dr. Mosley. Thank you, Andy King, Scott Downs, and all the fair board for giving me the opportunity to speak in this pavilion. It's an honor to be here. It's a privilege to serve you as your Mississippi Supreme Court Justice. I want to thank the people of Neshoba County. Without the people of Neshoba County, I wouldn't have had this opportunity. I want to thank my friend Rick Bailey, who does a great job on the PSC, but I want to remind him of one thing. There's another school that won the national championship this year. Right, ladies? That was Ole Miss women's golf team, man. Come on, we've got to give love to those women golfers who did a great job of representing us on the biggest stage in Mississippi. I've also got my representative here. I want Jill Ford over here to say hello, raise her hand. I'm glad that my representative came over and supported me today. Thank you, Jill. I appreciate it. You know, you don't have to listen to a judge give a political speech and try to be non-political this year. You ought to be glad for that. But I want to tell you how hard it is, because next year you'll have judicial elections throughout Mississippi. When I first started my career as a judge, I came to Neshoba County and I asked for your vote. But before that, the first day I campaigned, I went to several events. I went to Lincoln, Mississippi on July 4th. And I followed it up in Cleveland, Mississippi at Winter Circle Park for their fair. And I walked around and they told me, Steve, God, you know, they told me I had to hand out my cards. I had to walk up to everybody and tell them who I was, what I was running for, and ask for their votes. So I did that. It's unusual, it's unnatural, but I did it. And so I went around that evening at Winter Circle Park and I went up to this young couple. And it's a husband and wife with a young child, and I said, excuse me, my name is Kenny Griffis. I'm running for the Court of Appeals. I appreciate your vote. Handed him my materials. They looked at it. And the husband, of course, just kind of threw it down and did what he was doing. The lady looked at it. And she looked at me and she said, Mr. Griffis, I have a question for you. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, we live in the neighborhood across the street, and I can't get to this beautiful park with my kids. And I want to get to this park. Could you put a stoplight in across? So as a new candidate, I said, well, let me think about it. Let me see what I can do. So I went back and talked to the mayor. I said, Mayor, I had somebody just ask me for a stoplight. He said, well, we'll put one there next month. I said, you are? He said, yeah. I said, you sure you'll be there by November? He said, absolutely. So I made a beeline back to this lady and I found her and I said, ma'am, you've been a burden on my heart. I want to make sure that you and your kids have a safe place to play here. I'm going to get you that stoplight. Remember, vote for Kenny Griffis for the Court of Appeals. Now, whether she did or not, I don't know. But it taught me that people out there are not necessarily paying attention to all the politics of the day, all the issues of the day. So I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you care, and I'm glad that you give us an audience, and all the speakers in the audience to talk about their policies and their office and what they're doing for you. You know, I want to just quickly celebrate with you some of the success that we have in our court. Recently, over the last 10 or 15 years, we've been working on access to justice, trying to help the poor have access to civil litigation. And we've gone, the first year we were ranked 52nd in the United States. That's right, 52nd. We were behind Puerto Rico and the District of Columbia. Well, through the hard work of the Access to Justice Commission, we've risen, and just this last year we were ranked 34 in access to justice. We're making strides in providing services for our poor. Chancellor Joey Kilgore and Golly Kirk are having domestic law seminars or domestic law days for our poor in these counties that they serve. They're providing opportunities for people that can't afford a lawyer to come and still handle their domestic matters. And it's only being done because lawyers in Neshoba County, Lee County, and Scott County, and Newton County are volunteering their times and providing free legal services for people that are in need. In circuit court, we're providing expungement clinics, giving people a second chance and giving them an opportunity for restoration. Let me talk to you about COVID. People ask me all the time, what are y'all doing for COVID? Well, one thing we've done is we've given the decisions to the local judges because we believe the local judges know what's best for their community. But we've kept our courts open. We've made sure that the rights of the accused and the rights of the victims can go forward. We've made sure that we've got technology in the hand of our judges, and that we've worked hard to make sure that we're able to continue to provide court services. I want to give you a shout out. Patty Duncan Lee, our Neshoba County Circuit Court clerk. She had COVID sickness in her office. But Patty Duncan Lee made sure that her office was open and providing services for the people of Neshoba County. Sheriff Eric Clark made sure that the people in the Neshoba County Jail and in his custody did not have any other risk of catching COVID. We made sure that people in the jail were protected from this disease. So I want to thank the people in Neshoba County, law enforcement officers and others that made sure our courts were open during this time of COVID. I want to thank Mark Duncan and Caleb May, our circuit court judges, to make sure that we were having trials. In fact, last year they picked one jury in Scott County with dirt under their feet at the Coliseum, but we made sure that it happened. Let me spend just a few minutes of my time on intervention courts. Intervention courts, also known as drug courts, work. And they work because what we can do is we save people, we offer redemption. We offer opportunities for people that have an addiction and have a problem. Our former retired circuit judge, Vernon Cotton, was a leader in drug courts in this area and gave people a second chance. Drug courts have saved Mississippi over $560 million in incarceration costs. Participants have paid over $15 million in fines and fees to drug courts. The real success is recidivism rate. The Department of Corrections will tell you their recidivism rate is 35%. For those that graduate from drug courts, the recidivism rate is 3%. But the best statistic I can tell you is that we have had 580 babies born to drug-free mothers. And the statistics prove that a baby that's born to a mother on drugs is going to cost the state of Mississippi about $750,000 over that child's first 18 years. We've saved the state of Mississippi over $400 million. And so that is a success story. Drug courts work. I hope you'll tell your legislators, the governor, the speaker, the lieutenant governor, let's fully fund our drug courts and let's see what we can do. Now, I want to end my time talking a little bit about criminal justice. You know, there's a lot of people that talk about criminal justice and say what we need to do is defund the police. And that is absolutely ridiculous. What we need to do right now is we need to increase our funding for law enforcement. We need more law enforcement officers. We need to pay them better. We need to train them better. And yes, we need to expect more from them. Studies have shown that if we want to reduce crime, the best way to reduce crime is to have more law enforcement officers on the street. That is the best way for us to change the behavior of people who are criminally minded, is to make sure that a well-trained, a well-compensated, and a quality law enforcement officer is on the beat doing exactly what they need to do. So as I end, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor today. And every officer you see the rest of the day, I want you to walk up to them and tell them thank you. Tell them thank you for being here. Thank you for your willingness to serve. And thank you for everything that you do to make our community safe. It's my honor to serve you on the Mississippi Supreme Court. I appreciate that, and I hold it very dear to me. And I'm proud of the work that our courts are doing in this state. So I ask that you have a great fair. I believe that God has blessed us this year. After missing last year, He's made it extra hot, given us extra rain, and even thunder and lightning. We couldn't ask for more. It's great to be here. I want to say God bless Neshoba County, God bless Mississippi, and God bless America. Thank you very much.